Hey guys, I'm Jadis on occasion, and today we're going back to Ricard Minoris, because we're going to go somewhere new and special. We're going to go find Archmagus Amarnat in the Monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Yep. Also, what's New Blood? What quest is that? New Blood. New Blood. New Blood? New Blood. It's an errand. Crew losses suffered during the cultist raid can be remedied. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's, yeah, we go to the thingy. And hang on a minute, that's the starport. The bunker is the command bunker. Really? That city, that jaunty little walk apparently spanned a continent. That's impressive. Anyway, let's go to the electrodynamic cenobium. Yeah, I know everyone's been looking forward to it. Everyone loves a good cenobium. Don't you love a cenobium? I certainly do. Alright, so here we are. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I can't be dealing with you yet. I have to level up again. We've leveled up twice. That is unbelievable. In the time of just like milling about since we leveled up, we have leveled up a second time. This is absurd. Like, this is not reasonable, frankly. Let's see. Whenever an ally uses a heroic act, that ally gains temporary wounds equal to 10% their maximum. Oh, that's interesting. That actually benefits. Like, that's literally a skill that helps your allies as a passive, which is super weird. Inspire Courage. Whenever an officer targets an ally with an ability for the first time in a round, they gain 2 temporary wounds. I mean, that's not terrible. Whenever an officer targets an ally with an action, an ability or an attack, that ally's resolve is increased by +1 until the end of the next officer's turn. I mean, that seems fine, I guess. So 10% of their maximum wounds plus resolve. Okay. I mean, resolve, I never know how much we have. That's not something I ever keep track of. But getting extra 10% of their health? 3 wounds. Yeah, that doesn't seem very good. But they might have a lot of resolve. Especially if I'm giving people extra resolve. Although it's only +1. So clearly we don't have that much resolve if this is like, well done, you can have 1 more, but only for a turn. Like, that seems like such a tiny amount. So I feel like none of these are very good. Extra temporary wounds might be fun, but let's just go for a walk, shall we? Las Weapon Expert, Power Weapon Expert. Do we just want, like, yeah, here we go, like Plasma Weapon Proficiency. So I can use that plasma pistol. That sound cool? I think that sounds pretty cool. Oh, get dual weapon combat. Character can attack with the second weapon in their current weapon set, in addition to the usual 1 attack per round. You get a -20 penalty to weapon skill, ballistic skill, and it costs +1 AP. That's really cool, though. That is really nice. I think plasma weapon proficiency, though, so we can have that plasma pistol, because that sounds hilarious. It's going to be risky. It's going to be risky as hell. Although I assume you can choose between a normal shot and the overcharged one, so we can avoid taking damage if we like. More willpower, I suppose. Or, do you want to get more fighty? Let's level up ballistic skill some more. Because she does also have that sniper rifle. Does that sound good? And then the next level up, Air of Authority. Increase allies' resolve until the end of combat. This costs an AP to use, though. You can give them additional action points. That's kind of nice. Move. Tells people to move, which is pretty cool. I do enjoy that. I think that's very beneficial. If someone gets caught out in a bad spot, we can just tell them to move. This ability can only target allies who have enemies adjacent to them. At the start of the officer's turn, all melee attacks made by the target deal additional damage equal to the officer's fellowship bonus, halved, multiplied by the number of enemies. It's all just so convoluted, isn't it? Let's see. Target's next attack will ignore cover. And will have double the effect of distance. I mean, that seems quite nice. Oh, I don't know. Recommends Air of Authority, so I'll just get that, I suppose. It will increase an ally's resolve. Fine. And here, we can actually go with Plasma Weapon Expert. So we get +2 max damage on all our plasma weapons. Although if I go Las Weapon Expert, lowers dodge. That's really good, actually. having even worse dodge against las weapons. It basically means we can ignore dodge completely when we're using a sniper. And that sounds very, very handy to me. So I think we're going to go with that. And apparently she's just a las sniper now. Is that something we want? Is that something we want? Chain weapon expert sounds good too, because she does have a... Oh no, she's got that fancy sword instead. Enemies gain no melee superiority sounds nice. Extra movement points. Increase wounds up to half the character's level. I mean, that sounds fine, I guess. You know, dual weapon combat does sound fun. If we do charge in, we can use pistol and sword. That does sound very fun. Or we can just get an extra +5 to ballistic skill or something. That sounds quite useful too. But, ooh, Grenadier. Oh yeah, it doesn't cost AP for the first grenade use. It's kind of cool. All ranged weapons dealing physical damage have +1 damage, plus... I mean, that's okay, that's fine. Helping Hand. If a high-world character starts their turn adjacent to an ally, that high-world character gains +2 MP. If a high-world character ends a turn adjacent to allies, they all gain +2 MP. Okay, that's fine. Plus 50% bonus to dodge against the first opportunity attack. Yeah. While the Commissar is adjacent to an enemy, all their allies gain half fellowship bonus resolve. That's kind of nice, I guess. Anytime the Commissar grants additional movement points, it's an additional 2. If a Commissar kills a target with at all costs, they can use at all costs once more. Yeah, I mean, we never seem to actually benefit from that, as far as I can tell, but that's fine. Okay, we did a level up. Christ, okay. Tide of Excellence. Whenever you trigger an exploit, that's something we never seem to... Again, I never know when this is happening. I never really tallied up myself. We've maxed out 2 of our skills. It's absurd. Absolutely absurd. I guess Law Xenos? Let's do that. Although, I know more Medicaid might be nice. Let's go Law Xenos. Joint Analysis. Until the opportunity's next turn, that allies' attacks also remove exploits and deal additional damage. Tactical Knowledge, what's this one? Remove 1 exploit from each enemy in 5-star radius. And then all allies gain extra bonus damage, or like armor penetration or something, whatever. Let's just go with the recommended one. For him, let's go with... I mean, it would be cool for him to have a melter weapon at some point, but we don't have any melter weapons. Although he's already trained in it, he can get expert already. So that's kind of cool. I'm almost tempted, you know. Extra bonus to parry is very nice. Increase wounds a bunch, that's nice. Dual weapon combat is a bit of a weird one for him, because he has 2... Oh no, because he can carry 2 weapons. He can always carry 2 weapons. I was thinking, because you can't have something in your offhand, but your offhand is like your entire other loadout, because he essentially has 2 two-handed weapon slots. So dual weapon combat would allow him to use both, which I think follows the like Mechadendrite, you know, lark that he has going on, which I think is quite cool. So we'll do that. That seems to fit quite well for me. Alright, let's see. Reckless Strike. Next melee attack gains 5 times strength bonus percentage armor penetration and 2 times strength bonus damage, and ignores 3 times will weapon skill bonus percentage of the target's parry. Every enemy who survives an attack enhanced by this ability will attack the warrior in return. I don't know how useful that sounds. Chance to push enemies. Scream to enemies to draw their attention. Become a priority target. Anyone who fails a willpower resistance test. I mean, that sounds quite useful. Gains the slash ability. Okay, slash ability with some charges cannot be used same round as charge. Okay. Slash costs nothing. Dashes through an enemy to the cell on the enemy's opposite side and makes a melee attack. Can only be applied once for 1 target. So does this cancel your turn? I guess it wouldn't, because it's not an attack. So I think that's instead of... So if we're actually stuck in a fight with someone, then that could be quite useful. So we'll try it. We'll see what it's like. Enemies gain no melee superiority bonuses against a character. That, I'm pretty sure, is essentially if you're surrounded. Yeah, surrounded by more allies than enemies, receive plus 10 weapon skill for each additional ally. So yeah, if we want him to be surrounded all the time, which we do, that's perfect. More weapon skill, please. Good. And more athletics sounds wonderful. Okay, next one. Let's get... I don't know, weak body, weak soul, sure. Exposed weaknesses also does other stuff. Fine. Tech use. Hooray. Precise attack. That's something we haven't really been using on our other character with it, but that's okay. You know, Pascal's got it, but... The next attack against a target affected by an exploit, target's cover efficiency will be reduced. Nah, boring. Dominate. Target a willpower resistance test with something. Or at their next turn, they spend all their movement points to move as close as possible to the Psyker. I don't think we really want people charging her. Sensory deprivation. We can blind people. But if they fail, they get blinded and lose a bunch of their other characteristics. That's kind of cool. I quite enjoy that. For one enemy. That might be useful, actually. So Pyromancy. Pyromancy is Master of Flame. A Psychic who's able to create searing infernos out of thin air. Pyromancy is one of the most spectacular and destructive forms of psychic ability. Okay, but do we get an ability if we have that? I have no idea. It doesn't say that we get... Yeah, I have no idea. Biomass can heal wounds and alter physical characteristics. I mean, that sounds cool. Alright, I guess I'll take Biomancy and see what the hell that does. Because I have no idea. We'll see. And then... Extra movement is always good. Yeah, it's not a terrible idea. Second Sight. Psychic psychic powers have a range of 2 cells or more, have the range increased by 5. Okay, I like that one. Let's get Second Sight. That's better than being able to move +2. It's being able to be psychic +5. Okay, now you. Controlled shot. They give a sign they're about to open fire, so all allies automatically dodge. That is incredibly beneficial. Awareness, sure. Yep. And we can't level up any of those. Let's get... I mean, strength will help in melee. Willpower, I think, will just help her shrug off annoying psychic stuff that would make her much less effective in combat, I think. So we'll try and protect her from that. We'll call it her stubbornness bonus. Let's go with... Do you want anything bolter weapon something? Well, not bolter weapon proficiency, we have that already. Heavy weapon proficiency? Giving her a secondary heavy weapon loadout would be pretty cool. Don't know what that would be yet. Grenadier might be nice. I mean, having a free grenade before she starts blasting is pretty cool. If no other character in the current party has the same archetype as this character, the first use of any abilities from this archetype cost less. Seems okay. Better to die for the Emperor. While under 40% wounds, Imperial World characters gain +10 bonus to all characteristics and +2 to resolve. I mean, that sounds quite cool. It makes her better at everything if she hurts. Emperor protects. Gain a 3% chance to ignore any enemy attack. That's kind of cool. Melee, flame, and melter attacks against demons and psychers deal additional damage. Such attacks against Xenos deal additional +3 damage and gain... Yeah, okay, that sounds fun. That sounds suitable for her. So we'll go with that. And, right. Okay. Officer's resolve is increased. I mean, that's probably fine. Whenever an officer uses an ability on an ally, they gain perception ballistic skill equal to 4. These bonuses stack. What? Okay. Why 4? Is that fellowship bonus? Is that what that's trying to say? Maybe. Let's go steel resolve. Less to babysit. And more fellowship? Let's get more perception. She could tell people to move, maybe. Though some psychic stuff might be fun. Waking Nightmare. All enemies within a 4-cell radius. Circle suffer willpower bonus penalty to willpower and toughness still in a combat. Oh no, is that fine? Is that good? Navigate designates a square. Enemy close to that square immediately moves up to 4 cells toward it. Multiple enemies the same distance from that point, all of them move. Targets move, even if they are stunned or immobilized. I mean, that sounds really good for dragging people out of cover, so I'll get that. And then finally, let's see. Navigate starts all turns, including extra turns, with +3 additional movement points. The first ally targeted each turn by the Navigator with a single target ability gains the same amount of additional movement points at the start of the next turn. That sounds kind of nice. Allies that are targeted by the Navigator's power gain +10 armor. This additional armor is reduced by the amount of Veil degradation. Oh, interesting. So the worse that... the more Veil degradation, the more armor we get. That's quite exciting. Navigator Navigator gains +5 fellowship, additional +1 fellowship for every Navigator talent. Oh, there's just so much stuff here. Unblinking Stare. That sounds like something she'd do. Enemies damaged by the Navigator suffer an additional +5 damage from all attacks of opportunity and cannot dodge them. Maybe. Maybe that's useful. We do have... I don't think we have the ability. I think we have the potential to have an ability that makes people get attacked of opportunity a lot, I think. Enemies moved by the Navigator suffer damage at the end of the movement. This damage is increased by +2 for every cell the enemy moves. Okay, we just got the thing that lets us tell people to move 4. So we can do up to like 12, 14, wait, hang on, damage is increased by +2 for every cell the enemy moves. So surely, so does that mean the minimum is 8 damage because you're moving 1 cell, so it's 1 cell, so it's +2. Whatever, we'll do damage just by telling people to run out of cover, which is sort of amazing. So let's get that. Okay, good. Most of the episode's done, but we leveled up again. Ugh. We'll cover the landing area, your ladyship. Well, good. Okay, let's have a quick sweep.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, Law Imperium. Lay people unworthy of entering the hallowed cenobium humbly said their prayers next to this computational altar. I'm sure they did. Okay, we've got some goods. Right, I can't wait to actually get into this dungeon and start doing, like, actual roleplay again. Because, my god,
that was barely a challenge.
This game doesn't half spread out the good things about it.
Just as I planned.
Judging by the fact pieces are molten on the edges, the statue was destroyed with fire from multiple laser turret. Okay, fine.
Is there money to be made?
Depends. Okay. Yeah, nothing else here. Let's open the gate. The binaric hymn awakens the gate's latching mechanisms. Well, good. Alright, in we go. Alright. Let's have a look. Heretics were killed swiftly and ruthlessly. They never had time to reach for their weapons. I love the idea that they storm, you know, an obvious stronghold without having drawn their weapons before running in. It's pretty funny. Although I think the idea is they've been loitering here for a while and got picked off. Guide my strikes true against the heretics who have encroached upon these halls.
Let us not dawdle.
Mercifully quick electric shock was not what killed the cultist. His face was contorted in pain as if he was tortured. Fun. You know, the wide junctions are often marked with the symbol of a key that appears to connect 2 lines. So this isn't something we can interact with yet. Okay, there's a deaden. There are no wounds on the heretic's body, and his face contorted in terror. His eyes are bloodshot from ruptured vessels.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last electro priest you killed, where did you find? Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the cock. And another one meets the limit of his utility.
See, he had 2 guns there. Johnny 2 guns. Hello, you seem like a reasonable man. The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked by several reddish-brown stains. A false sword and a vox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. What does it say about that? Secret organization tasked with hunting down the myriad threats to the stability of the Imperium and all that kind. A very poorly kept secret. Seneschal, isn't this the chap we're supposed to find for Lord Inquisitor?
I dare say it is, Lord Captain. Now, if it were possible for the gentleman to properly introduce himself and dispel our doubts.
Seneschal? Lord Captain? Do I have the pleasure of speaking to a rogue trader? Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrich van Kalox of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. I must confess, I'm perplexed to meet someone of your standing in a place like this.
The man looks over at Abelard, and then at you again.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
Yep, that's what I'm here for. Heinrich ruminates silently at what you told him. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't say what we said. We just said, yeah, I've been told to do errands for you and take you to footfall when we're done.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You're addressing a rogue trader.
Oh, like literally we're here to run errands for him and then take him to a place. Like, all he's doing is saying, oh good, yes, then I will allow that to take place, good. So, you know, is that not totally normal? Like, he's the one giving us orders at this point, right? That's why we're here.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
Yeah, like this is what it is.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
Provided he sticks to, you know, fighting corruption and heretics. The moment he starts just, like, torturing people for larks, then he's getting a bullet to the brain.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor.
Heinrich arches an eyebrow, examining the coat of arms on Cassia's clothes.
I came to Rycab Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the final dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
Blasphemous insanity.
The tank priest's visor flashes and turns a bloody scarlet. A soft hum of activating systems is heard from under his robe. Let's not speculate as to what's going on under his robe. Precisely, what are you doing at the monastery? Point to the corpse, what do you do to him? Well, this wretched pant's troubles are none of my concern. Well, let's go to the ship. No, let's deal with Aurora. I don't like this Aurora lark. I mean, precisely what were you doing at the monastery? Surely to, like, trying to stop the thing that he just told us about. But let's see. I just want to see if he just goes, I just explained all that.
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now.
That doesn't explain anything. If anything, actually, that's less clear. Because he basically just said, oh, I arrived here for no reason at all, and then I found out that the bad guys were here, is kind of how that went. You know, just like, oh, they're going to blow up the planet from here. I found it out after I came here. Then why did you come here? Now I am actually, like... Now I want to see what he's doing here, actually. Alright, never mind. This wretched plans trouble. Yeah, we're not going to do that. What did you do to him? He interrogated him, we know that. Let's join forces.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base.
The interrogator glanced at the limp body clad in the colour of the governor's wardens, and sighs briefly.
I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
Alright then. Sorry, Adira. I think we're going to have you leave for now. I know, it's a shame. It is a shame. Adira's, she's an interesting character. Oh my god, we have to level him up now. Oh, kill me. Please kill me. Christ, how many levels? 8. We have to level him up 8 times. Jesus Christ. Contempt, that's what I'm feeling. We got Contempt, Weapon Skill. Brilliant. Reckless Strike, you can have one of those. Carouse, brilliant. Weapon Skill, yes. Chain Weapon Expert. Does he have a chain weapon? I have no idea. Does he have a chain weapon? I can't look at the inventory without closing its face. Okay, fine. No melee superiority bonuses against him sounds beneficial in a broad way. Athletics this time. Epicenter of Slaughter. Whenever he's attacked, he gains Epicenter of Slaughter, which gives him extra temporary wounds. I mean, that'll help keep him going for a while. Although extra damage reflection and a smidge of extra parry sounds good too. We'll get that instead. Daring Breach. We have to pick what Daring Breach effect we get from him. Because of priority target, he gets extra parry and deflection. Nah, I don't think so. I think we want to be more selfish. More movement points. Made attacks deal additional damage. Yeah, I mean, that feels to me like a more sort of zealous thing. We'll give him that. Desolation. Deals an additional +4 damage to enemies that have no allies in adjacent cells. Okay. So he's going to bully people. Sounds perfect. Toughness, sure. Sworn enemy. Yeah, he can make people a sworn enemy. And yeah, they'll have worse time attacking him. And he gains extra AP if the target attacks the warrior, sure. Then Chain Weapon Expert. Do we have a chain weapon? I assume we do, but he might have a Force Sword, right? He may have a Force Sword. So I can't buff that stuff yet. Dual Weapon Combat sounds good for him, though. I reckon he's going to be carrying like a sword and a gun or something. Although, might be interesting just to have him completely melee focused. Could be interesting. Either way, I like that. You can attack more times, even if it's worse. You know, it's still useful. And then athletics again. Sure. Okay, done. Brilliant. Least thought out leveling ever, but whatever. We have a new character, he can do stuff. Improved armored body glove. Interesting. It is basically the same as Sinskin, but worse. Alright then. And what's this? An auto gun. Okay, that's kind of cool. Does little damage, but rate of fire is 6. So that's a big burst. So yeah, we'll take that. I don't need the improved body glove though. Okay, now let's see what he's actually got equipped. Yep, he's got a Force Sword. He does have a Force Sword. Okay. And an auto pistol. He can't use a bolt pistol. We should probably give you the plasma gun, huh? Boop. Nice. And do you want to have a stub revolver instead? Oh, he's got his biomancer stuff as well. Oh, so he's a biomancer. I guess having giving Adira biomancy just allows you to equip things that require biomancy. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we unlocked. Cool. Let's see. I don't know, do I want to change anything here? Do you not have a hat? Dude doesn't have a hat. Let's get this man a hat. Oh, hang on. We don't have anyone with sniper gloves on. Really? I mean, we're already incredibly persuasive. So I don't think we actually need that +5 bonus to persuasion. But if it's not going to be on Blanche, who will we have it on, you know? Yeah, let's give you the sniper gloves. That is only for single shots and deadeye shots, though. Though it is also +5% damage, which is kind of nice. Screw it, let's give it to you for now. We can swap things around later. Assortment of Drukhari barbed needles.
That is not the Emperor's will.
Yeah, I don't know what we can do with those. I don't know why they're in our inventory and not like in our cargo. Oh yeah, we need heavy armor proficiency for our boy, don't we? Really do. I suppose you can equip heavy armor. Nah. God, you look absurd with this on. Visual setting of the character cannot be changed. Okay. Not sure why. Well, that seems a little bit better. So there you go. Sure. That will do. Oh, actually, there's reinforced black vest. I think I prefer the Navy. The Imperial Navy garb. That's Imperial Navy, right? Pretty sure. Okay, well, all that will do, I think. Let's get on with it. So what's this then? The hard, uncomfortable, somnor meditation bed is equipped with neural ports to connect the sleeper to the monastery's cogitator network. Okay, let's logic this up.
Operation successful.
Ooh, hello. We found some goods. Let's go get them. What have we got? Leather armor, apparently. And, oh, and another staff, apparently. Charged staff. Still seems similar, though has extra willpower, potentially? Alright. They both seem good. I'd probably give that to Adira.
I always keep my options open.
What do we actually have on her, by the way? So, it's Staff of House Orcelio. Enemy's type by navigator's powers. Okay, yeah, it hits characteristics. That's what it is. And then she got the extra bonuses. That is quite cool, but also... Oh, she can't have this one. Because she doesn't count as a sanctioned psyker or unsanctioned psyker. Okay, so although she's a psyker and she's sanctioned, she's, I guess, a navigator. Specifically. She doesn't have that keyword. Fair enough. Alright. Some more goods.
Keep your wits about you.
Alright.
I'll make an example out of you.
We just got zapped, which is annoying. Oh, we've been ambushed. Okay, because I guess we took damage there. Argenta. You move out. Does it say when the... I guess it's after every turn. This alternates between on and off.
Battlefield in righteous fury.
Please do. Okay, righteous fury time. It's fury time, guys. I love that we got ambushed, but Argenta still rolled better. Initiative. Guess you start blasting.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay, good. Good start. Nice.
My Emperor
Wasn't aiming for him, but it'll do. And then we can run to
faith
this
without
cover.
deeds is worthless.
Provide space for the others. So, Abelard, So I will try and move up to that. Oh, actually, it did have a tech use thing, which meant I thought we could turn that off, but actually that's not showing up anymore. Which means I think the tech use might have just been to inspect it, rather than to actually turn it off, in which case this will zap everybody in range next turn. So we need to be careful of that.
Tried and tested tactics are the best.
Let's go here, and then charge into cover
Victory
here,
is imminent.
and
I will do
endure.
my duty.
Rar, rar, rar. And also brace for impact. It'll only be the one time that he can do that, this combat, but he has a lot of people potentially firing at him, so I think it makes sense. Okay, they're running for cover. Rude. Okay, now Heinrichs. I don't know if this is going to be in range of that. It does seem to spread out a fair bit. But almost at random, honestly. Like that and this don't seem to be in line with it. That is actually pushing slightly to the side. So I don't know what kind of arc it's going to have, or if it's going to go this far. But we also have charge on him, so I think it's probably worth trying to get into cover.
Naturally.
Yeah, so he gets it. Iron Arm. Target gains plus 10 strength and toughness till the end of combat. That's kind of nice. It's only like plus 1 damage though when you think about it. Okay, not great damage there. I mean, I can try and shoot him.
Lord Captain.
Yeah, we missed, that's fine. So, all allies in a 5-cell circle radius gain extra resolve.
I
Sure.
won't object to it.
There, got more resolve. That'll do. Now, let's get you up
I
here.
have read tomes of military
Let's tell
tactics.
you can get stabbing. Good lad. Let's just strike. Very nice. And endure some more. Good. Let's move on. Cassia. Could use Lidless Stare. That seems a bit of a waste. Notch of Purpose. Designates a square. Oh, and they try and run to it. Yeah, that's it. So we could probably... Let's see. Is that 4? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so hopefully both of these will try and move there.
As duty demands.
Oh, and him as well. This guy apparently couldn't move in, but we did just do a bunch of damage telling them to move, which I think is really cool. And now they're going to be much easier to shoot. That's honestly a fantastic ability. I really enjoy that. I guess that guy might have survived a will check or something. If I move there, I'm probably going to get zapped. If I move there, I might get zapped. It's really hard to know. I'm going to put myself slightly at risk here. Alright, I'm going to let Abelard go again, I think.
On it.
Good lad. And I'm going to burst fire. Oh, really? I kind of figured burst firing him, I would definitely have him in range. I guess I'll just attack him.
It will be done.
Alright, good lad. Endure again, please. Okay, good. And then back to you. So I could shoot him, but I want to kill these other snipers they've got. So let's shoot this guy. I'm going to
I'll see to
use
it
at all
personally.
costs. And then I'm going to shoot them.
Make it happen.
Oh, please hit. Oh, we got a crit. Nice. Excellent news. I love it. Okay, now I can use at all costs again for free. Fun. We dodged. Okay, Pascal. I mean, you could look at that, maybe, mate. I think we want to just push in with him best we can. And then... if I use Machine Spirit Communion, we're going to get better accuracy and stuff, which I like. That's always fun. Let's expose weakness for I know, the cultist gunner, say. Okay, good. Now I can try and shoot that guy, but first, let's analyze him. That'll give us slightly better odds. I have 1 AP left, so I can shoot him. Come on. Oh, buddy. Embarrassing. Oh, well, guy missed, so never mind. And, oh, that all... Okay, that one's on now. Oh, so it's that one's on, then that one's on, then that one's on. Cool. Okay, that's good news. So we just need to get out of the way of this one now. And we'll be laughing. I think Argenta's just going to run right up. Let's dash. Oh, we can't dash behind cover. Oops. Well, whatever. We'll have some, we'll still act as a line of sight blocker, right? We won't get the negatives to damage, but we will get the bonuses to hit chance. Yeah, what's this one again? Controlled shot. Oh yeah, it says we're about to shoot, so our allies don't get shot. I love that. That's such a fun thing to have. Ah, good. And so we got extra movement as a result of the hits, so we can get into cover. Now, Abelard, I don't think is going to be able to get down there in time, but that's okay. We're going to give it a bloody good go. Alright, I'm going to run down here. And at some point, someone's going to grant him an additional turn, and then he can charge somebody.
It's nothing.
Rude. Okay, Heinrichs. Let's have you try and do the same. Lovely. And then let's buff this lad. Come on, Abelard. Do even more damage, okay? Excellent. Cassie's got some okay range on her abilities now, but I don't know how good they are. Yeah, we can't reach here. That's a shame.
I'm afraid not.
I mean, I can just buff him, I suppose. And let's give Argenta another shot, I suppose.
I'll do it.
Nice. Nicely done. And then try and move a bit more. Sure. That'll do. I guess Cassie is done. Although...
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Nice. Very funny. Okay, let's move you up.
Let's make some opportunities.
Let's. So that guy's completely boned, so we'll shoot him instead. Nice. That is so good. The fact that we can literally just command enemies to run at our allies who will opportunity attack them, I mean, that's grand. Oh, thanks, game. Thanks for unpausing. That's really cool of you. Thanks so much. Unbelievable. We just picked up a bunch of permanent injuries. That, oh my god. I feel like so much this game is just trying to make me hate it. But like, there's such great writing in here that we have to just like work so hard to reach. It's horrible. So these ones we can... No, these are permanent apparently. These are permanent injuries as well. Fresh injury. Okay, no, that says... Injury received from a trap or sudden large amount of damage not removed by a medkit. Will turn to an old injury. These ones just say they're permanent, so that one we can fix apparently.
What is it, rogue trader?
We are the spearhead of the
I wish I knew. So let's, where is she? There we go. Let's try and heal Blanche. What are you talking about?
This wound will make a fine scar.
I owe you a debt.
Do you?
I will lead us to fortune.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperial.
Am I using those? Is that treated? Not move with a medkit. Okay, well... Okay, I don't think anyone used anything.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Use that.
Let's patch you up.
There we go. Okay, good, good. We can
This wound will make a fine
patch him up. My god, the amount of work we had to do there. So many abilities we had to use. So many medkits to get rid of something that we just got as a result of the game not being paused. Oh dear. Magnitude of symbols are carved into the enormous generator. You realise they are the fundamental tenets of the electro priest religion. Standing out among them is the triumph of reason over all other facets of human nature. Is that all there is to it? Okay, so we can't turn off the thing. We've got a multi-key. That's nice. Another plasma pistol. That's pretty cool. Love a good plasma pistol. I'll take that with us in case someone else
I always
decides that plasma is the way to go.
soldier would have been disciplined for such a performance.
Oh my god, we failed, did we? And now he's suffered another injury. Oh my god.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
Okay. Sniper rifle. We don't need that. It's fine. And now we need to get through here. Alright, well, I'm going to get through here next episode, because we're at the end of this one. And I kind of want to scream. I kind of want to scream at this game right now. Okay, because I've been through this area before, in the beta, so, like... Yeah, I don't remember all the details, and, you know, our characters might find slightly different things out, and whatever, there's still stuff to piece together. Yeah, we have slightly different context, because we did a couple other things this time round that we didn't the last time. So, I'm excited about that stuff, but my god, just getting through everything in between is, frankly exhausting. It's like this game doesn't want us to experience the best things about it. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm gonna regroup, have a cup of tea. Alright, and I'll try not to be so bloody miserable, because I know if you guys are watching this, it's because you're enjoying the things that you're watching. So, you know, I should probably do my best to enjoy playing them, but my god, that sometimes this game is so unintuitive. It's because it's framed as a role-playing game, right? It's mimicking the tabletop in every possible way that it can. Yet no DM would pull this stuff without me not showing up for the next session. And I think that's universal. I think if the DM said, alright, you're out of combat, what are you guys going to do? And someone went, oh, well, that was a cool combat, wasn't it? Did you remember, you know, how you did that thing was really cool. Oh, you didn't move in time, so you're all electrocuted. Ha 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 ha, you're all permanently injured. Like, what the hell? It's psychotic. Like, it's absolutely psychotic. I would strangle that DM. I really would. So, like, that's what's bugging me. It's the facsimile of something that wouldn't do this to people. It seems almost cruel. It seems like the worst behavior of, like, the most toxic dungeon masters this game is replicating, alongside all of the, you know, the crunchiest stuff. It's crazy. Anyway, guys, if you're enjoying this, I hope you still are. I really do. We'll get to the really cool roleplay stuff, okay? We'll trudge through this, and we'll get there, okay? We can be excited again. I can't wait, okay? I cannot wait to get to that stuff. We'll get there. Anyway, guys, if you're enjoying this, comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
I won't compromise my principles.